Imagine it's 1966, not the moon landing yet, but the years leading up to it. NASA's astronauts are preparing for what's about to become the most historic leap in human history. And here's where things get odd. They weren't training in giant vacuum chambers to simulate the harsh, airless void of space. No, their simulation was a giant swimming pool, underwater. Now pause right there. The official story says the moon has 1/6 of Earth's gravity. Basically, you'd be light, bouncy, floating, almost like moving in slow motion. So if that's the case, why dunk people underwater? Water doesn't simulate 1/6 gravity. It creates drag, resistance, bubbles, distortions. It looks like floating, but it feels nothing like walking on another world. Isn't that strange? The astronauts wanted to master lunar movement, right? To practice for stepping out onto a dusty, airless, lifeless surface. You'd think the most important skill would be adjusting to vacuum conditions, breathing, moving, even surviving without atmosphere. So why wasn't vacuum training the priority? NASA had vacuum chambers big enough to test spacesuits. They did pressure tests, yes, but those weren't where they spent hours walking. That happened underwater with divers holding cameras. If you've ever watched the moon landing footage, you'll notice that same floaty, slow, underwater vibe. Arms swinging slowly, dust rising and falling, almost like it's drifting in liquid. Some researchers even point out that the flag seems to ripple as if in a current. Coincidence? Maybe. But why does it look so similar to the training environment here on Earth? What if the training wasn't just training? What if the underwater pool was the perfect stage to practice movements that, when slowed down on film, could pass as lunar gravity? If you can trick the eye into believing a man is floating, do you even need to leave the planet? Decades later, we're left with a hauntingly simple question. If humanity truly walked on the moon, why does so much of the evidence feel like déjà vu from a swimming pool back on Earth? Why didn't the ultimate test of mankind's first steps into the cosmos take place inside a vacuum chamber that actually mirrored the moon's conditions? It doesn't matter which side you're on, believer or skeptic, because either way, the choice of training raises questions that echo louder than rocket engines. Underwater instead of vacuum, slow motion instead of low gravity. Was it genius preparation, or was it something else entirely? And maybe the biggest twist of all is this. The very footage meant to convince us may actually be what keeps the mystery alive. This video is for entertainment purposes.